Welcome to the 2024 United States Distance Championship, presented by US Disc Golf and Innova Champion Discs. We're coming to you from the beautiful campus of Winthrop University in Rock Hill, South Carolina, the esteemed home of the annual United States Disc Golf Championship. Get ready for an electrifying showdown as the world's longest throwing disc athletes take center stage. Today, they'll push the limits of distance and skill, battling for ultimate glory. By the end of the competition, the best of the best will be crowned the 2024 United States Distance Champions in both the Open and Women's divisions. Thanks to our gold sponsors, Pocket Radar, Tech Disc, and Furman Power Equipment. Rules for today's event. The throwing field spans approximately 200 feet in width, bordered by trees, with the edges clearly marked as out of bounds. Only the longest inbounds throw from each competitor will be recorded, measured at the initial point of ground contact. Skips and rollers will not count toward the final measurement, and any throw that strikes a tree will be considered out of bounds. In both the qualifying and final rounds, each competitor will have 5 throws to complete within a 3-minute time limit. In the qualifying rounds, the 6 longest throwers in the Open division and the 3 longest throwers in the Women's division will advance to the finals. New to this year's championship is the Tech Disc Challenge, an exciting addition designed to measure the athletes who generate the highest disc speed, spin, and overall power. Each competitor will throw 2 throws into a net with the Tech Disc. Using cutting-edge analytics, we'll determine which competitors push the limits of performance in each category. I'm your event announcer, Harvey J. Cookuk, in the booth, bringing you all the throws and excitement, joined by our man on the mic, Brian Mace, and our on-course commentator, Luke Humphreys, with Silas Schultz and a few special guests. We would also like to thank our drone cameramen, Taylor James and Alexander Cochran, our statistician, Shelly Malai, Josh and Mikey from Overthrow Disc Golf for running the Tech Disc Challenge, and our many field markers. This event would be impossible without all of the volunteers. The time codes for each of the throwers is in the description if you would like to jump to your favorite thrower.
All right, folks, we have made it around to the ladies' side of things for now. And on the tee, if you've ever been here like 10, 15 years ago and you saw our friend Zach Deputy play, this is his daughter. And Deputy, let's hear it. All right, 378 for Ann Deputy.
For a 15-year-old, Ann has very good speed and good backhand form. It is nice to see new young talent entering the sport. Next up is Kat Mertsch, followed by Holland Handley and Evelina Salonen.
All right, everybody, next on the launch pad from Rosebud, Arkansas, we have Kat Mertsch.
All right, we got the pride of Rosebud, Arkansas right here. That's a golf shot right there. Just gonna need a little more height, a little more turn to get into that 450.
All right, she's on the board right off the bat.
Let's go, Mertsch. It's the pride of Rosebud, Arkansas, shout out. I think we've got more and more downwinds coming. It'll be perfect for these guys throwing later, but everybody's gonna need to make an adjustment, really get that thing nose down.
Marcus 430. All right, folks, let's make a little noise for Kat Mertsch.
Kat's Tech Disc numbers are consistent with her distance results. It takes about 65 miles per hour to reach 500
talk
feet.
to Kat Mertsch. Just threw it 430 feet.
Yeah,
How'd you feel about it?
I hated it. Yeah, I want to throw farther. I know I can throw farther, but I'm learning, so I'll take that for what it is.
I was standing there next to Nico. We both know that you have what it takes to win a competition like this.
Big time.
All right, well, good luck holding on. Thanks
Thank
for
you,
participating.
sir.
Cat Mertsch, proud of Rosebud.
On the launch pad, we have Holland Handley.
What kind of disc we working with? What was that?
Mostly new because I got one crank in there.
Okay, all right, Holland Handley. We know she's got what it takes. Bust one out there. Holland Handley getting it a little nose up on that first one. Holland's definitely got what it takes though.
I think so, especially after seeing the way she's been tossing. She's got the angles down pretty good for the most part.
Parker Welk out here enjoying the action. Who do you think's taking it down today for the ladies?
I gotta go with Eliezer.
She's the reigning champ, I believe, won the world distance championship as well. She's the favorite now.
Holland has very good edge control, but in order to push 500 feet, she will need to get a little more velocity to the disc.
Man, Connor O'Reilly, who's gonna win this?
Oh shit! I'm just waking up out of bed. What we're doing here, we got distance going on. I don't know, man. We got some rippers. Perfect setup. I mean, Dave Wiggins on the guy's side. That guy's different. You know, when you see the disc come out 85, the amount of muscle going into that thing, it's hard to bet against that. And then I feel like Hannah's a good pick on the FPL. She has some pop behind her. That's a little different. You know?
Holland's slow-mo and tech disc numbers show how Holland maintains great flight consistency, starting with a good balance brace and a very good nose angle.
All right, Holland Handley, new leader in the clubhouse, 4.55 they said. You think it'll hold up?
Oh, God, no.
No?
No, I think we're going to have at least 3 or 4 people break 500.
Okay. All right, well, they got to throw the right shot, too. There's a lot of people that can throw the right shot, but you've done it right here, thrown over 450. I think that's held up in years past.
We'll see. I mean, we've got Disc Tag here, we've got Eliezer here. Ella's going to come by later. I think both Evelina and Henna, if they get on the right line, all of them can throw over 500.
So best of luck.
Up next is Evelina Salonen, followed by Henna Blomroos and Taylor Chosek.
What disc are you throwing real quick?
Destroyers.
A bunch of destroyers?
Yeah.
What weights?
168 to 170, I think.
Okay, nice. We got a little tailwind. That's probably perfect. All right, let it fly.
All right,
Hey, you're
next on the
killing
launch
it.
pad, we have your current ladies MPO world champion, Evelina Salonen from Barela, Finland.
As high as the wood line, that's the play, and then let it pan out to the right side. Start left and let it pan with height. Had the height.
It did.
Same turn
It
as the
did.
first one.
Just a little nose up there. That one finishing left. This is the current disc golf world champion. Took it down in Virginia earlier this year. The men's division from the women's is just the height that the men are able to get. We know.
Here it is.
That's more
That's
height.
nice. That's a
nose
winner
down.
for her right now. I think that might be the furthest shot on the board. Pretty close. And went to the left-hand side, which also gets a little more distance in the field right now.
That's exactly right. That's the pro move.
Yeah.
All right, let's hear it for Evelina Salonen.
Thank you.
All right, 4-3-4.
4-3-4.
Noodle arm.
What noodle arm. In this tailwind, it seems like it could hold. I think you're in second place.
Yeah, but there is like some crushers coming.
Evelina's tech disc numbers show okay speed, but a positive nose angle. It is nearly impossible to get any measurable glide from the disc, with the extra drag associated with a plus nose angle. Holland Handley is the current women's tech disc challenge leader. Up next is Henna Blomroos.
All right, what are you throwing? Fill us in a little bit. All destroyers.
Yeah,
Same weights?
Yeah, this is 168, but I'm not sure if I'm throwing this one, but let's
Okay,
see.
just in case?
Yeah, all of those are 175.
Well, I've seen those fly in action. You throw that one well.
Yeah.
Right on. Well, good luck. Let's see it.
All right, folks, next on the launch pad from Grama, Finland, we have Hanna Blomroos.
Hanna was a women's distance finalist in 2022 and was the first woman to clear the lake in the Sunday night showcase.
Wind shifted slightly off the right, which I find the left to right tail to be a little more ideal. You gotta get more height on it with that right to left tail.
Yeah. I mean, that's already 450 feet. Hanna's got what it takes. She's been one of our top competitors in this competition before. She's cleared the lake in the showcase.
Yeah, door's wide open. She has a decent one out now to where she can really just focus on trying to get that turn, hit it hard.
That's the one you've been looking for. All right, folks, let's make some noise for Hanna Blomroos. Best mark was 4.63.
4.63. You are now in the lead.
Wow. It didn't feel like it.
It didn't feel like it?
No.
How much do you think you had left in the tank? You could have thrown it further?
I think so, yes. I didn't have a good disc for this. They were super stable, all of them, so I couldn't flip them over, but it's still fine.
Yeah,
It's okay.
4.63. That seems like a good number right now.
Yeah, it's okay.
Hanna's mid-60 speed, great spin, and a negative nose angle, if coupled with the right disc, could push 500 feet. In the overall tech disc challenge, Hanna has the current most speed and spin, but Holland still leads in the power category. With only 3 women advancing to the distance finals, Hanna's 4.63 is the current leader. Evelina is on the bubble with Taylor Chosek up next.
All right, folks, next on the launch pad, we have Taylor Chosek.
Hi, my name is Taylor Chosek, and I'm from Huntington Beach, California, and currently living in Eugene, Oregon. I recently graduated from the University of Oregon, where I competed for the track and field team doing the heptathlon. The heptathlon consists of 7 events over 2 days, goes from hurdles to high jump to shot put, the 200, long jump, the javelin, and the 800. In my free time, I really love river sports as well as climbing, mountain biking, pretty much anything outdoors and active, you can find me. In 2025, I'll be touring full-time, playing the Pro Tour disc golf events.
What are you throwing?
I'm throwing a Venom, a Drive, and probably 3 nukes.
Okay, all right. Taylor Chosek, good luck out there.
Thank you.
All right. Taylor's first throw. Bang. That was a bomb right there.
Taylor's first throw of 489 feet knocks Evelina off the bubble.
What's up, Ella Hansen? We got a boss in the house, one of the furthest throwing women on the planet. What are you seeing out here from the other ladies?
Nice start.
Wind keeps kind of picking up a little, dropping, but some good throws.
We've noticed that it does seem to be a little gusty at the moment.
See.
Ella Hansen, all right, good luck out there.
Thank you.
Taylor just hit 72 miles per hour on radar.
Some bombs from Taylor. You can tell right out of the hand that she's got a little more speed than the average FPO competitor. Taylor's got one of the best physiques for disc golf. She's tall, she's got the broad shoulders. It looks like she's built to throw discs far. down to her last throw. See if she can put this one inbounds down the fairway.
All right, folks, let's hear it for Taylor Chosek.
As Taylor transitions her form from track and field to disc golf, it is evident that with her speed and power, she will be a major contender in all future distance events. She leaps into first place in all 3 categories of the Tech Disc Challenge.
All right, I'm here with the new leader in the clubhouse, Taylor Chosek. Chosek, you just threw it 489 feet. Is that where you were thinking you'd go, or?
I definitely wanted to get a little farther out there. That was my safe shot with the Venom.
Okay.
So
It seems like
wanted to get a little more flip out of maybe a nuke or something and push that distance, but.
All right, I think 489 is probably enough to get you into the finals. You're thinking you can get maybe 550 out here?
Yeah, that was what I was thinking with the downhill and the tailwind. 550 would be a good line.
Well, it's amazing to see what you've been able to do already in disc golf. You're new to it, but you're already throwing really far. You're putting well. You've played in some Pro Tour events. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Laine.
Up next is Laine from Hämeenlinna, Finland. Handley is on the bubble with 455 feet.
That was like no effort, super smooth, and it cleared 4 by a lot.
Golf shot. That was a golf shot.
My guess is lightweight too, because it just stayed up too.
Yeah. I don't know what she's throwing, but we got to go figure that out. Those are clash discs, I believe.
Watch this one. Sent. Too low. Not bad. I mean, fully not bad. On the course, that's just past your whole card.
That's 450, 5 feet off the ground.
This has height.
59 out of the hand for Haiti.
Yeah, I mean, that could have had a little bit more turn, but the height helped it. These are all just like the most controlled shots you've ever seen.
This could be it right here, though.
All right, folks, make some noise.
Heidi's tech disc numbers are pretty good. If she could generate a little more speed and learn to throw a higher distance line, she would be a force to reckon with. Taylor Chosek is still on top in the women's side of the Tech Disc Challenge.
Heidi Laine
Yes.
just threw it further than Hannah Blomroos to jump into second place with 469 feet. How do you feel about it?
Oh, feels really good.
Yeah.
I hit the line and
You hit the line multiple times. Every single one of your shots looked fantastic, actually.
thank you.
470 feet is a monster drive. Puts you in second place. We'll see if it holds up for the finals. It'd be great to see you out here.
Thank you. See you.
Thank you.
All right, Ella, it's your turn. Ella's bringing the secret weapons and the weapons.
Up next is Ella Hansen from Seattle, Washington, the 2022 Women's United States Distance Champion.
All right, folks, let's hear it for Ella Hansen. That's a good start right there.
Yeah, she's no stranger to ripping shots. She's, I think, won a couple of these over the years. So
She has. She
Ella's
has.
definitely a big contender here.
She got the nickname One Throw Ella in Ultimate Frisbee because she could throw the entire field.
Oh, she went to school on that first one. Tuning it up.
Ella Hansen making the adjustment on that second throw, getting way down there. That looks to be in the 500-foot mark. Going through her discs right now, it's interesting. She brought up about 10 of them. She's kind of anticipating what the wind's doing and adjusting accordingly, it seems.
I feel like you see some of the more prepared players who are serious about winning bring a bigger stack. They can choose their stabilities based on the last flight they just got.
Oh my.
And I'd say that was a good adjustment there.
Call it 500, dude. Call it 500.
We might have our first one breaking into the
I
fives
believe
here.
we have a new leader in the clubhouse right there. Wow, man. Comes out hot. Let's watch this radar, see if we can get the exact number that she's throwing. Yeah.
A lot of speed in that run up.
Look at that. Look at that.
Sometimes not picking it up. Oh my god.
Flattening out. That's 500 for sure.
Go. Yeah,
For sure. Ella Hansen.
Let's hear it for Ella Hansen.
That's a new leader in the clubhouse.
Let's
right
go.
there.
Represent.
She put that extra on it. She gave it that. She turned it up to 11.
We cracked a
She did.
half century
Good
mark
job, Ella.
with 5-1-2 for Ella Hansen.
As we look at Ella's powerful backhand form, her tech disc numbers verify what we can see. Good speed and spin and a very good power wattage. Gets her into second place, but not quite enough to unseat Taylor. With her throw of 512 feet, Ella jumps into first place on the Women's Open qualifier leaderboard, moving Haiti onto the bubble. Eliezera Midtlyng, the 2023 champion, is the sole remaining women's competitor.
All right, what are we talking? What are we throwing today?
We'll see. Torrance and nukes.
Okay.
On the sideline, step up.
How are you adjusting?
We're just gonna probably throw golf lines again this year, so we'll adjust on that. We'll see.
Right on, right on. You're the champion from last year?
Mm-hmm.
Looking to back up, what's it gonna take?
Well, over 512.
Over 512 it is. All right,
Yep.
good luck out there.
Thank you.
My name is Eliezera Midtlyng, and I am from Oceanport, New Jersey.
Discovered disc golf as a YouTube video from 2019 Pro World.
I watched it by myself, and I was thinking I introduced it to my brothers, and then
We would steal pots and pans lids out of our mom's kitchen and go into the yard and throw them. Metal, plastic, like the sour cream lids. We moved to New Jersey from New Hampshire, and my grandparents said that they played every day at this local course called Wolf Hill. We went and joined them one day, and it just grew from there. As an amateur, my biggest win was definitely Junior Worlds.
World champion in the FJ18
pretending it's about me for a moment when it's not at all.
Make sure you put that on the reel.
2023 was definitely my breakout year at like 2 events, winning Pro Worlds distance and winning US distance.
This has got to make it.
Looking at Eliezera's tech disc numbers, she generates good speed and power, coupled with a negative nose angle, is perfect for long distance.
All right, folks, we got Ellie Midtlyng. About to rip the jacket off of this one.
A conservative golf line throw from Ellie, but this is a little too low to get any glide.
Ella Hansen, 512 feet. What did you do that last throw to get that extra little distance?
Just that one felt like a solid run up, got a lot of momentum from that run, which I think is pretty important, and then just, picking an aiming point in those trees and trying to hit it on the angle I'm going for.
Yeah, it looked like you got in there a little quicker, used your legs a little more to gain some speed. Is that how you adjust and get more deep?
Yeah, legs are definitely important. I think this is a different run up, obviously, than we're used to, trying to use the momentum as well as possible. I mean, David Wiggins is the best at that. But just trying to give it enough height, but not too much nose up. So that's kind of, I think, the toughest part is the angle control, but also enough height to get a full flex out.
As you're watching your fellow competitor right here, Eliezera, what is she doing right to get the distance?
She's got a ton of snap. I mean, you can hear it when she throws. She has a very violent motion, which is a good thing. Just really good energy transfer. I think if she gets a little bit more height on these next couple shots, she could be pushing 500 plus for sure.
All right, well, we got Ella Hansen in first place right now. Great throws. Look forward to seeing you in the finals.
Thank you, sir.
Eliezera's throws are just a few feet shy of knocking Heidi off the bubble and making it into the finals. She has just 2 throws left.
Dude, she's thrown some beautiful lines. They're just too low. She's got to get some height under these. It's got height. Oh my goodness, bro. This is, yeah. Yeah, it's a little stable. It had a little bit more in the tank.
That looked like 497, dude. Right at 500.
Yeah.
Maybe a little shy.
That's gonna be close.
She's gonna need a big one right here. This is a nuke here.
I think she's forcing it over pretty hard.
Looking to force this one?
Yeah. I need 100%. I need everything in the tank on this guy.
Oh, look at that. Late switch back to a torrent.
Okay, interesting.
She's already a champion. Who are we to second guess what she's got going on?
Oh, good stop. That's a good stop. The wind has been shifting a little bit as she's been here. This is high on Annie.
Oh, that's good.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
See you later. See you later.
Bye-bye.
And look.
Get out of here. Oh my goodness.
Yeah!
What?
And that had when it finished back, it didn't stall and fall. It pushed as it was hyzering, so that's even a little bit extra. I love that as the final shot. That's a great shot.
Both her and Ella getting their best shot on their last shot. Sign of a true champion.
5:18 was Ellie's best mark.
Ellie Ezra Midtlyng, you just threw it 518 feet, eclipsing Ella Hansen by 6 feet to get into the finals. We talked about you were throwing torrents and nukes. That last throw that you broke it with, you actually switched the disc, went back to the torrent. What was up?
I just was like, I'm gonna try a little bit more of a distance line this time, and I didn't have any more stable nukes, so I threw my amazing torrent.
You said you were gonna throw golf lines. We saw you get some good shots with the golf lines, but then you did get a little higher and go with that max distance line. Is that what it's gonna take to beat Ella in the finals?
I think that's what I'm gonna do, yeah, we'll see. We're always really close. We're just gonna have fun.
Yeah, it's incredible to watch you as always. Thanks for coming out and best of luck.
Thank you.
The U.S. women's distance finalists are Eliezer Midtlyng at 518 feet, followed by Ella Hansen at 512, and Taylor Chosek at 489 feet. The women's finals will follow the open qualifying rounds. With 42 competitors in both the open and women's divisions, time constraints make it difficult to show every throw. Here are the highlights of the early open qualifying round. Here is Calvin Lundquist throwing into the tech disc net. He generated very good speed, and his power rating of over 3,400 watts is very impressive. As one of the early competitors, Calvin was the first to break the 600-foot barrier and is the leader in the clubhouse. Next up, Robert Burridge. Robert's throw flew 609 feet. Austin Turner is up next, and he could possibly hold the title as the longest throwing lefty in the world. His best throw in this competition went 621 feet. Next up is 25-year-old Randon Lada from Venice, Florida. Randon's first throw went out of bounds, now trying to make the adjustment in his release. It starts nicely down the left side. It's flipping up to a slight gliding ante. It looks like it is headed directly towards that practice basket. Wow. Almost a 585-foot unintended ace. Randon's best competitive throw flew 1 foot farther than Austin's at 622 feet. Next up is Nick Rush, a fitness and disc golf coach. This is Nick's first time at this event, and although he has some of the fastest speeds of the day, he had difficulty finding the grid. His final throw appears to hit the OB trees, but the spotters missed the disc limb interaction and recorded a 624-foot throw. Here is Nick's powerful tech disc throw in slow motion. He had the first 80-mile-per-hour throw of the day, but he will need to learn to get the nose down in order to utilize all that speed. Next up is Daniel Davidson from Tampere, Finland, home of the 2025 PDGA World Championships. His throw flew 625 feet, 1 foot farther than Nick Crush. Let's look at the current early round distance leaderboard. Daniel is leading, and with only 6 players moving on to the finals, Calvin Lundquist is on the bubble. Next up is Nico Lacastro, pound for pound, one of the longest throwers on the planet. At 1,720 RPM, his tech disc spin numbers are incredible. He is even so dialed in, he prefers red anthills instead of his chalk bag. Using a very fast 360-degree run-up, his best throw traveled 631 feet. Next up is Luke Taylor, a rising star in disc golf. His tech disc numbers show his immense speed and nearly 3,800 watts of power.
My name's Luke Taylor. I'm 19 years old from Shepherd, Michigan, and I've been playing disc golf for as long as I can remember. There's always been discs around the house. My family's really kind of done it as a full hobby for all of us. My mom and dad have pushed me and supported me out on the road and really turned disc golf into my career. And I didn't really see it as that, my career, until 2018 when I won the USDGC and MJ12. And after that, I was like, put your head down. You might go somewhere special with this game. In 2021, I won the Junior World Championships in the MJ15 division. In 2023, I won the DGPT Rookie of the Year. In 2024, the pinnacle of that being my 4th place finish at Worlds. And then in 2025, this will be my first ever full touring season.
Luke's powerful 79-mile-per-hour throw went 641 feet. He jumps to the top of the morning session leaderboard.
Let's hear it for Luke Taylor, folks.
Next competitor is Michael O'Brien from Lynchburg, Virginia. His tech disc numbers show that Mikey can generate elite speed to the disc.
Hi everyone, I'm Mikey O'Brien. I'm from Lynchburg, Virginia, and I've been playing disc golf for around 10 years, non-competitively. I'm part owner of Overthrow Disc Golf, and my one and only goal in this competition, after training for months and pushing myself to the limits to see how far I can throw, after all that, my only goal is to not get last place. Let's see how this goes.
He's got some spin on it.
Come on!
It looks like the left side is the side right now, folks.
Let's go!
Yeah, he's liking that one a lot.
Way off my shoulders right there.
Pro boss, folks. Pro boss.
I know it is. 652. Whoa! Yeah! Let's go! Let's go!
As we begin the afternoon qualifier round, let's take a look at the current Tech Disc Challenge leaderboard. Luke Taylor leads all competitors with the fastest speed and the highest power wattage rating at 3,780 watts of power generated. Nico Locastro has the highest spin In the open qualifier leaderboard, Michael O'Brien is currently in first place at 652 feet. Luke Taylor in second at 641, followed by Nico Lacastro at 631, Daniel Davidson at 625, Nick Crush 624, and Randon Latta on the bubble at 622. This afternoon's open qualifier round features the longest throwers in the world. First up is a 2023 U.S. distance finalist, Jasper Till from North Carolina.
I'm Jasper Till. I'm 20 years old from Hillsborough, North Carolina. I currently go to UNC. I'm a junior right now. I've got one more year of school. As soon as I graduate, I would like to give touring a shot. Growing up, I played all sorts of sports, mostly soccer, baseball, and I like throwing hard. In 2023, I was able to sign up and compete in the U.S. distance contest, where I qualified for the finals and took home 5th. I got to throw in the showcase, which is up on the big stage after USDGC finishes, and that was probably the coolest thing I've ever done.
When we look at Jasper's tech disc numbers, it is easy to see how he was a finalist last year. He has the highest power wattage generated that I have witnessed. He jumps to the top in both disc release speed as well as power.
Jasper Till throwing Emperors and Bosses, you said?
Yes, sir.
Just hit 81 miles an hour on the clock over there. We're looking for big stuff out of you. Last year, what, you got into the finals?
Yep, I took 5th last year. So.
Interesting, okay.
Yeah,
Jasper Till, you may not know his name, but he throws bombs. Just watch right here.
All right, folks, let's make some noise for Jasper Till.
Not about, but it's here. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. No.
All right, that one looked to be far AF. All right, that was a ridiculous throw right there. We just got a great addition. Ezra Robinson in here. What do you think about watching these bombs today?
I'm thinking that I do not have a chance to win.
Jasper Till. A little slip right there. This dude is throwing it so high into the air, though. These things are going way up there, bro. Have you seen him before?
He's next level. This kid's next level distance. He has elite distance, upper percentile in the whole country. He might get on one right here. He's had the height down. Now he needs to pan it to the right. Same thing we were saying before.
What's so good about this guy's form? How's he getting
I think
power?
it's his reach back. I think this reach back is a little unorthodox, but he's getting as much of your arm into the shot as humanly possible. Look at that. Look at that.
That might be the one right
That's
there.
7. That's 7 plus.
There you go, Jasper. You're making them all run out there.
Oh my God.
What you're looking for.
That's the leader you heard it from Nico Lacastro. That looked like 700 feet, honestly. We've got all of these athletes throwing their best throws on their last throw. That's how clutch these guys are. These are the best in the world throwing it the furthest that is humanly possible.
All right, folks, you ready for this? 7, 0, 4. Only leader in the clubhouse. Yeah.
Jasper Till, 700 plus. How's that feel?
Pretty good, pretty good.
That's a rare club.
Yeah, I got the full flat on that one, so I'm pretty stoked. Hopefully I can get some more height on in the finals if I make it.
Yeah, I felt like if you had a little more height, it could have gone another 30, 40 feet.
That one was still pushing.
And how old are you?
I'm 20.
Okay. Wow, young guys throwing bombs out there. Good luck in the finals. I'm almost positive you're going to be there.
I really hope I make it.
Yeah.
With a mind-blowing throw of 704 feet, Jasper Till vaults to the top of the open qualifier leaderboard and moves Nick Crush on the bubble. Zach Nash is up next. Let's take a look at Zach's incredible tech disc numbers. With over 1,800 revolutions per minute, Zach has the highest spin numbers ever recorded on a tech disc. with a -7-degree nose angle and exceptional speed. If Zach can control his release timing, he will be a distance machine.
Dude, all right, Zach Nash. This is one of the hottest youngsters on tour. He's got forehand, backhand bombs. What are you throwing today?
I'm throwing a Star Destroyer.
On all of them?
All but one. I have a Halo Charger. We get a little tailwind, I'm gonna pump it up and just let it flow.
And what weights?
Max.
Dude, you can put that wherever you want. Hey man, I'm Brian May. Silas. Meet you, Silas.
We got Zach Nash's last throw. This guy's got plenty of power. Can he connect? It's part of it. You only get 5 shots and you're limited in your time. It's about execution.
Dude, you can put that wherever. All right, folks, let's hear it for Zach Nash.
Unfortunately, Zach was unable to find his release timing. Jasper Till holds on to the top spot with Nick Crush on the bubble. Silas Schultz from Louisiana is up next.
My number is dream number. Say I get a hold of one real nice. 674. That's my number. 674.
674. Silas Schultz. Let's go.
All right, folks, on the launch pad from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, we have Silas Schultz.
All right, we got Silas going S-line, DD3s, all of them. Max weight. Got the height. I'm just a little stable right there. This kid is out of Louisiana, one of the best in the world. Oh, come on. Get off those trees. Get off those trees. Get off those trees. Oh!
In that full right side.
Hard to tell.
He's marking it. It looks like it is.
Oh my. Oh my. Over 600 feet for Silas Schultz already. Oh. No, we like that height though, boy. We like that height. All right, what are we doing on this next one?
We're gonna go with the chosen one here, I think. This is Elijah Bickle and Little Heiser maybe. It's gonna get over and it should ride. We'll see.
Show it to us. All right, we got that chosen one. Creamed.
So
come on out.
Has one over 600.
Come on out.
Sure, 624 is the bubble right now.
Ooh.
With Nick Crush.
That's a monster. Silas Schultz, last throw. Height plus the nose. It just started off a little right. It's not gonna get out of those trees, unfortunately.
All right, folks, make some noise for Silas Schultz.
Looking at Silas's tech disc numbers, we can see reasonable speed, high spin, and exceptional nose angle control all lead to great flight characteristics.
Dude, 647 for Silas Schultz.
647, you're well in there.
Into the finals for now. What do you think?
In there. I'm okay with it. I had 1 over 6, and so then I started kind of going for all the juice, which is kind of what I feel like is the move. That's my play, because honestly, like I throw far, but I don't really touch some of these really big boys, AB and Wiggins and them. So if I'm gonna do something, I gotta give it all I got. So
give it all, connect right, get the wind read, everything.
If I'm in there, we'll let them fly again and see what we do.
Well, you're in there right now. Best of luck.
Appreciate it.
Silas Schultz moves into 5th place in the Tech Disc Power Challenge, with Ezra Aderhold up next and a host of long-throwing competitors to follow.
Ezra Aderhold, dude, one of the beastiest athletes on tour. What do you think you can do out here?
Hopefully enough to qualify. That's the main goal. I think it was a 5 move on.
Yeah.
I've got 5 shots.
Yeah.
That's the goal, man. I want to qualify for the finals and then take it home from there.
Yeah, you throw 640, you're in.
Okay.
What are you throwing?
Nukes.
All nukes.
I got my Nukes jersey on, dude. Nukes, baby.
Oh, he's looking good. All right.
We got Z-Light Nukes today.
All right, let him fly, bud.
We got Ezra Aderhold Make a little noise, folks.
What's this with me right here? Hold this and talk about some shots. All right, I got one of the best in the biz right here. He's been throwing it further than everybody for years. Gurthie, how we feeling?
Feeling pretty good. I just went out to the field, got a little loose, watching some disc fly. I'm trying to save the best for last.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, we're watching Aderhold here. What does he do right to get all that distance?
Well, his form is very on point, I would say. His release point, I would say if he could do anything better, he's got it all going on, is getting that disc up a little bit higher, which I see he's doing.
Right
but
there.
I want to see Big Boy, Big D in the desert distance. See if he had that disc up another 80 feet in the air, that thing's flying out of it. So
They
I
got to
think
start him out a little lefter too, huh?
right over them trees, act like they're throwing over the trees.
You're one of the best at that too. Everybody's trying to throw these turning shots, but aiming down the middle. Almost every one of your shots, you're getting out over that tree.
Yeah, he's throwing them a little too low.
Yeah, Double G, thanks for being here, man.
Thanks, Luke.
Getting a little too much spin, maybe a little too much Anheuser out of the hand for Aderhold. This man has the power though. Let's see if he can connect on one of these. Boom. Hold it. Hold it.
There's the one.
I mean, it's huge, but it was nose up the whole time. That just proves how far this guy can really throw. Got to put this one in the 640s just to qualify, and we know we got the big dogs coming up, so something around 700 feet is really what he needs. Is this it right here? Come on out. Come on out.
Yeah, that one, if it hooks up.
Oh my gosh.
No.
Went by the 600-foot flag with like 100 feet left in it. Wow.
All right, he's looking at the best, 625. 612. Nice rips. Let's hear it for Ezra Aderhold.
With similar speed and spin numbers as some other top competitors, Ezra's higher power wattage shows that he is accelerating all the way through release. He jumps into third place in the Tech Disc Challenge. The open qualifier leaderboard remains the same. Thomas Gilbert is next up.
All right, I'm with Thomas Gilbert. This dude crushes. Furthest bomber in Canada, down here in the United States. What are you throwing today?
We got a bunch of destroyers here, different variety of destroyers.
What kind of weights are we looking at?
We're looking at like low 170s, high 160s.
All right. You know what you need to qualify. It's 620 currently, but I think it's more like 650, 660 to get.
Going at least 660, yeah.
He's going at least 660?
Yeah.
All right, Thomas Gilbert, he said it right here. Let's watch this man bomb.
From Toronto, Ontario, Mr. Thomas Gilbert. Make a little noise, folks.
His first throw, with conservative speed, was just not fast enough to overcome the disc stability as it fades into the left trees.
There, we're looking at Thomas Gilbert.
He's hitting hyzer flips right now. I love this angle a lot.
Oh my.
Oh, that one's going.
Right.
It's just
right.
And that's,
oh my.
Are they gonna give that to him? No, they're not. And just push down into that right side OB, which, to be fair, I think this is the largest fairway we throw for distance comps.
Okay.
So if you throw it out of bounds, I mean, you really let it get away from you. He just tested that left side. His hands are up. Come on, baby. That's gone.
Breaking out the white
Yeah, and he went kind of a steep hyzer flip almost, like.
He's got one over 6, folks.
And that's the play out here in this one right now is a hyzer flip.
60, but it's definitely over 6.
He's a beast. He claimed he was going over 660 just before we threw this. A little higher.
Oh my days. Come on. I think it's a little nose up. But it's still, I mean, that's a white card too. Yeah. Yeah, I don't hate that as an effort.
That was a bomb.
And this is the gameplay I'm trying to see from these guys. He put a far one way out there, and he went a little stable so he could lean into it a little bit more. It didn't get all the way over, but he's putting some tenacity into these shots, and that's what I'm here for.
He gets a little more on one side.
It's not quite 660, but it's 653. So the bubble has dropped. Nico Lacastro is now on the bubble at 631.
Looking at his tech disc numbers, it is easy to see why Thomas Gilbert throws so far. Combining a speed of 79 miles per hour with world-class spin, nose angle, and wobble, the disc is going to go a long way. At 653 feet, Thomas jumps into second place and knocks Daniel Davidson out of the top 6. Nico Lacastro is now on the bubble. Garrett Gurthie is up next.
We got a professional distance thrower in Garrett Gurthie. One of the big things you can do is selecting your discs. It's one of the biggest parts of this. What did you do for this competition?
I've been using these katanas for a while. They're star katanas, they're max weight. They have a heavy dome on them. They're nice and firm, which I really like. So when you throw them and they warp at high speeds, whenever that warp comes out, I feel like I get more glide out of them. I mean, I've been playing distance for a while. That's what I got. That's what I go with.
Yeah, and these katanas you're talking about, they already have championships on them.
That's right. We got 4-time U.S. and 2-time world distance on them.
4-time U.S., 2-time world distance. The man, Garrett Gurthie. Good luck out there.
Thanks, Luke.
All right, folks, next on the launch pad from Gainesville, Florida, we have Double G, Garrett Gurthie.
Oh, yeah. Fan favorite, Double G right here.
He had a touch too much hyzer for the speed and stability of the katana. It's hard enough to keep them from going left. Garrett has world-class edge control. Let's see if he can make the adjustment. Slightly nose up, or that would have panned out right, with more glide.
Yam.
Okay, he's going high and hyzer here.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, whoa.
Is it panning?
It's not gonna. It couldn't do it.
That height, though, we hadn't seen that out of any competitor.
No, and that's the scary thing. Sometimes, I mean, that just means like he threw it too high, it's not gonna come back.
Yeah,
but I mean, these guys are professionals, and obviously, like you said with the accolades, he's seen a thing or two, and he's
6-time champion.
Yeah.
Some of these discs got him that championship too. Still throwing them.
Let's see if Double G can make the adjustment for his last throw.
Easy. There we go. Come on out. Yes.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Boom.
He got the skip. You don't count the skip, but came in with some speed.
613. Not quite enough to cut through the bubble. So our bubble's still sitting at 631. Nico Lacastro.
Garrett's tech disc numbers demonstrate his amazing spin and nose angle. His spin at 1721 is the second highest recorded next to Zach Nash. Jasper Till is still atop the tech disc challenge, and Yelda Hansen is up next in the qualifying round. Yelda Hansen from Denmark was a 2023 U.S. distance finalist.
All right, we got the bomber from Denmark.
Yep.
Hjalte Jensen. You've been here before. What are you looking to throw today?
Far.
With what disc?
Cloudbreaker.
What's the furthest you've ever thrown a disc?
Last year, 650 something here.
Wow. That could do it. 650 something. That's about what it's going to take to get into the finals.
We'll see.
We'll see. You're huge, bro. You're the big boy.
I can try.
It looks like the wind has changed and it is now coming from the right. It will be difficult to get the disc to get extra glide.
You see a professional athlete, okay, have that kind of speed generated after a plant, you know that the thing is about to go.
Insane.
I mean, it's you could tell for this guy right now, it's about angles.
Yeah.
The power is.
Yeah, some people go with that pure speed, try and get the run up as fast as possible, and then there's others that are really looking to add the maximum amount of spin they can with that perfect angle.
Yelda got all 5 throws to land in the grid, but with the swirling winds, it was too difficult to get one to fly past 600 feet. The leaderboard has not changed in quite a while, with Jasper Till at the top and Nico still on the bubble. Gannon Buhr is next up.
All right, Gannon Buhr, we were just talking to Silas Schultz. His only goal for the day was to beat you. He's at
And he threw a good one.
647 feet.
Yeah.
That's a
I think the wind is switching not in my favor as well.
Now that's a professional move to start talking about the excuses before you even throw. He knows what he's doing.
You know, I got my eyes on something bigger, the actual tournament, but you know, if I could beat him here, it'd be just a one-up on that.
650.
It could all start today, 650. You know, I'm gonna be honest, that's my limit. 650 is my limit.
We got Silas over here grinning.
I'm worried. I'm gonna just say it, I'm worried.
You can't be. I don't throw far. I just want one good one. I just want one. I've never had a good one ever. I feel like. Honestly, over 600, I'd be content. I'd like to beat Silas, but yeah. Okay.
All right, folks. Next on the launch pad from Urbandale, Iowa, Gannon Buhr.
Gannon Buhr, all he needs is 647 to beat Mr. Silas Schultz. He said he's looking for 6 bills though. Dude, he's throwing it plenty far.
The banter between the players is fun to watch.
The disc unravels out of this guy's hand.
That's the mistake, right? Because that's too much power. This is the same disc that I threw. It's just in slightly newer condition. My guess is it doesn't turn enough.
He's so right.
It's insane.
It didn't turn enough.
Insane. He's been calling everything all day.
All of these players are throwing with nearly similar velocity. The difference is having the experience in the moment to hit the right amount of distance edge control and launch angle. It is a very fine line.
This is good. This is good.
It's gonna hold too much.
No. It's gonna be okay. Did he hit the car?
He hit the golf cart.
With an appeal to the judges for hitting the cart, which was mistakenly parked inside the field of play, Gannon asked for and got a rethrow.
What'd they say? Oh my gosh. Hey, do you want one of mine? Gannon. That is Elijah Bickle right there. But this one's flippier than his.
Oh, he went to somebody else's bag for this one. This might be the one he's been looking for. Didn't have to move that card much.
This is Gannon's sixth and last throw. Can he catch Silas?
These run-ups are too big, bro. Nope, it's cooked.
6:04.
He's laughing because he knows Silas Schultz still undefeated against Gannon Burr in distance competitions.
Gannon's speed and spin are in the upper echelon of disc golfers, but for throwing distance, a lower nose angle would help. With only 3 remaining competitors, Jasper Till's 7:04 is still leading.
I'm here with a bazooka from Estonia, Mr. Albert Tamm. What are you throwing today, Albert?
So I have pretty much 5 exact same discs. They're all 169 Ballista Pros and gold line triple burst plastic. Kind of have been doing me good in the distance comps and like have the perfect stability, speed, and also the glide combination that I like for a distance shot.
So are these specific discs that you only use for competition?
Yeah, I have like a picked 5 out that I just for distance I kind of use.
And is there a distance you're shooting for today?
My goal is to get over 660. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah. All right, the bazooka. Good luck out there.
Thank you, man.
All right, in all honesty though, every single person here that's competing is hoping that this man right here doesn't throw far. Anthony Barela, the boss, still have yet to go. They saved the best for last. What do you think you got today distance-wise?
I don't know. Historically, I'm pretty bad at this event. I mean, I don't even know. I'm just hoping to get in the showcase. I missed out on it last year, and that's like one of my favorite things at this tournament is doing the showcase after the tournament finishes. So
yeah, one of our favorite things is watching Anthony Barela in the showcase. So best of luck out there, dude.
Thank you.
Please welcome our 2021 U.S. distance champion, Albert Tamm from Estonia.
All right, Albert, the launch pad is yours.
What is Albert doing right to get him thrown so far?
He just has perfect timing, and he's a strong dude, so he makes it go a long way.
A monster guy.
One shot out of Albert, and he didn't quite get the turn enough.
It's turned into a terrible distance wind.
And it was so good the whole day.
Yeah.
Albert's been struggling with these couple of shots. He's methodical though, and he's locking in.
Yeah, he's definitely taking his time.
You get 3 minutes to throw 5 shots. That's just a little too nose up, I think. However, it's farther than most can throw. You know what I mean? It's still, that's one of those shots. It's still going to go far, but it's not. The Ballista Pro is like a very fast disc, and when thrown correctly by this man, they don't like to touch the ground. That's not going to get over enough. Well, no, I mean it didn't, but it's pretty far.
Wow. He's just been a couple degrees off on at least one shot.
Make a little noise, folks.
Hey. Come on.
He's fueled by
with
this.
the power of the crowd.
Low, driven, hyzer flip. It's standing up. It's turning. Come on.
That was the one he was looking for right there. Not quite enough to knock the bubble off at 6:25.
625.
625.
Seemed like the wind switched. Wasn't really in your favor.
What was the mentality going into that last one?
I heard somebody say do a clap, and I was like, okay, I need some extra juice out there from the crowd. And I got the nice turn that I wanted. And I think like I did have the perfect height also for current conditions. So I had like slight headwind gusts and stuff, kind of what I had to deal with. So I think it's like, that's how I did today.
That last shot was beautiful. To keep it low on a hyzer flip like that, we don't see a lot of people doing that.
Cool, thank you.
Yeah, good stuff.
Thanks.
Let's take a look at Albert's tech disc numbers. With his large frame and huge plant, Albert creates very good speed and he has near perfect nose angle and wobble. Jasper Till remains at the top of the Tech Disc Challenge with a 38.67 power wattage. With Anthony Barela and David Wiggins upcoming, Nico LaCastro sits on the 6:31 bubble.
We got AB. What are we throwing out here today, AB?
We got 4 big Z nukes and then 1 Z nuke.
What are you shooting for?
It's full flex, man, right down the pipe.
Oh, Anthony Barela, go big, son.
All right, folks, let's make a little bit of noise for Anthony Barela.
Good.
Let's take a look at AB's powerful throw in slow motion. His power wattage is in the top 10. Keep your eye on his pocket radar numbers during the distance portion. He will probably hit 80 plus.
Good to go, looking for 6:31 or better.
This is what I like about AB is he's showing up with almost all the same nuke. So it's an advantage in the sense that, you know, he's easy to correct and build off of. Okay, what do we think he pulls out with this next shot? Just a pretty conservative.
He's going normal, and I think the last two he might send.
Yeah, if he puts this one in bounds, that's what I want to see because he's going to put on a show. Oh, he's going 360.
360. Too much turn.
It's going to hit the ground.
2 shots left.
This is a nail biter.
This is, dude. All right, so are we looking at golf shots or 360s now?
He's going golf shot.
I don't know.
He's going golf shot.
I think he should go golf shot. However, he's so good. I'm not going to question anything he does.
That's in.
They gave him a spot.
They're going for that one card. Yeah, there you go. You're over 600 now.
Nico, man.
We measure or throw again?
No, throw again. We'll measure at the end. Just best that one. We don't have to worry about it.
We will have to wait for the spotter's measurement to see whether that last throw eclipsed Nico's 631.
All right, folks, make a little noise for Anthony Barela.
With a pretty big slip and turned over cut roller, we will have to keep our fingers crossed to see if his 4th throw was enough.
6:42. Let's hear it for Nico LaCastro. He hung on as long as he could.
David Wiggins Jr., the 2022 and 2023 U.S. distance champion, is the last remaining competitor. Looking at the open qualifying leaderboard, Jasper Till is still leading with 704 feet, and Luke Taylor at 641 is on the bubble. Let's take a look at David's slow-mo and tech disc numbers. Although he usually throws faster in competition, David's form, speed, and spin numbers are exceptional, and his power wattage of 3610 is amazing.
All right, folks, let's hear it for David Wiggins Jr.
Yeah! If you guys didn't know, you're about to watch a show. This is the best in the world doing what he was made to do. 1,108 feet, world record holder.
It's a thrill to watch. His wind he's working with is not ideal. 360. This looks a conservative line, and
he dimed it.
It's got to get in. Get up. The wind switched to a right to left here. You can see that one flag on the right there. They're pushing this way.
Yeah, it looked great out of the hand. A little bit of right to left wind is what, keeping it from coming out of that turn?
Exactly, yeah. Once it's on the Anheuser angle, that wind's just going to keep it there. Now if you flip that, it's going to push it from the bottom and have that disc go farther and highs your back a little bit earlier. So that's why it's more ideal. And the wind is not. I just want to. Well, I'm good, I think. Well, even if he gets in. Yeah, because Luke is the one who gets moving.
Oh my goodness. Late break, dude. As far over there on the left side as we've seen.
Okay.
It looks like it was out of bounds. Spotter holding his head like it would have been enough.
Yeah. This one I don't think is. It might have been one he's already thrown or one he has in the tank.
Right, this isn't it here.
I like it.
Oh my God.
It should be. Oh, it's just so high.
Got up there in the jet stream.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Like, the lines that he's thrown, with the 360 that he's throwing, he's not playing the same that we're playing. He's working with a whole different number of variables and angles when the disc is thrown that hard and that high. And he just pulled out the disc that he won it with last year. He said this could be the one.
This is it, the yellow disc. Come on. Sit. Wow. Right by the 600 flag.
Here's the thing. He's still feeling poised. Took a deep breath.
Last disc for
one.
David Wiggins.
Come on. Let's see some.
David Wiggins Jr.
All he's got to do is get in the final, and then he can show us something there. You know what I mean? Please, please, please,
Come on.
please.
Come on.
Please. It's doing it. Come on.
Come on.
It's doing it.
Nope. Man, that was 600 feet with 150 left in it, dude.
Oh my God.
Is that second throw going to be enough over on the left side?
I really don't know.
641? Is that what it takes? 641 to get in?
Yeah.
All right, 6:16 for David Wiggins Jr.
Everybody in the finals is looking happy.
A little bit happier.
That's number one seed down.
It's pretty hard to comprehend a distance final without David Wiggins in it. David has held every age-related distance record since age of 9, and this is the first time in more than 20 years he will have failed to qualify for the finals. Or did he? Although we did not have video replay during the event, let's go back and re-examine David's second throw. His high throw hugs the trees, and as it straightens out, it begins to fade toward out of bounds. From multiple camera angles, we can see the initial point of ground contact was well inside the highlighted OB line, and at 682 feet would have easily qualified for the finals. Unfortunately, the spotter counted the skip as out of bounds. I mentioned this to David after the event, and he congratulated the 6 finalists and said he wouldn't leave any room for doubt next time. Those 6 open finalists are Jasper Till at 704 feet, Thomas Gilbert at 653, Michael O'Brien at 652, Silas Schultz 647, Anthony Barela 642, and in 6th, Luke Taylor at 641. The finals will start shortly.
Winning the men's Tech Disc Challenge, Jasper Till, and the women's Tech Disc Challenge was Taylor Chosek. So thank you very much for coming out and spending your afternoon.
We are going to get underway with the ladies first, and on deck right now we have Taylor Chosek.
All right, we're getting straight into the women's finals. We got 3 ladies that absolutely crush.
Yeah.
Starting off with Taylor Chosek right now. This girl's been disc golfing for only a couple years. Heptathlete from the University of Oregon.
Yeah.
Phenomenal athlete. She looks like she's got the perfect physique for this sort of thing.
70 miles an hour out of her hand. I mean, a high hyzer.
Insane.
But like, I mean, she has
the speed
on these shots.
Yeah, man.
Which is, I mean, an advantage on most of the girls who are throwing. So, I mean, that's
no doubt. And 70 miles an hour, that's probably average for the men.
That's a grown man shot. Yeah,
that's a grown man throw.
She's gonna have to get some ante on this one. Yeah, I mean.
All right, folks. She needs some encouragement. Come on, let's make some noise for Taylor. She was one of many that put on a show for you today, so let her know you appreciate it.
The wind is subtle, but back in the right direction. So
Yeah.
if she's able to hit one of these with some high anhyzer, could be going places.
Yeah. You can tell she gets the power from those long legs, man. Over half her body in those legs, allowing her to really push into the ground.
This is low and driven, but it's cooked. It's cooked.
Oh my
Nice
God.
shot, nice shot.
That's close to 500 feet on a 7-foot high shot.
Just a low
Oh my
line.
goodness.
All right, she's got a good one in bounce. Like,
Get up in the air, get that thing turning.
one of the struggles of distance shots is giving it everything you have, but also still controlling the angles of the discs. Because it takes both. This is a high
Come
anhyzer.
on.
This is what I asked for
Come
right
on.
here. That's so
Let's
good.
go.
That's so good. Nice shot.
Yes, Taylor.
And that one, it looks like she didn't have quite the same whip she put on some of the other ones, but the angle was perfect.
The height was right, the turn was there. Put a good one in, threw the high shot well. If she can throw the low shot power with the high shot angles, we're talking about 5+, maybe the win.
Looks like she's lined up kind of another low line.
Good grief.
All right, folks.
Yeah,
let's make
that's a nice
some
shot.
noise for Taylor
Good work.
Chosek. Five, 1, 2. We got a contest here on the launch pad. We have Ella Hansen.
That is a great number for the finals.
That's the exact number that Ella Hansen threw in the semis. So she's going to need to eclipse what she did in the semis if she wants to take home this championship. Like you said, though, the wind turned back into a tail, a little left or right in there.
And when Ella throws distance, she's throwing distance lines.
Yep.
She's going to throw those high anhyzers with DD3s. She's going to work that thing left to right and try to get the disc to really have that full flight.
Similar to Taylor, fading out a little early on the first.
I mean, I think that's adjusting to the tailwind that we have right now.
Come on. Oh my.
That's, wow. Wow, that's such a good line.
Come on, Ella. Straight over the 500-foot marker.
I didn't love it out of her hand, but she got the nose down. And really, when throwing distance, you want to go high and you want the nose to be down. That way the disc is picking up speed as it's flying.
Just let the physics work for you.
Exactly.
She's definitely hustling into her shot. She's
sure.
cruising in there a little faster than Taylor, I would say.
Yeah.
Fading out a little early. You feel like sometimes that people focus on the run up too much and then they kind of just speed through the throw.
It's possible. Like, it's definitely tricky. It's something you have to practice.
Yeah.
When I do it, like if I'm giving 110%, I want to be running 110% as I'm throwing.
Yeah.
However, you have to still be able to sync your upper body and lower body. I like this one.
Come on.
It's a little too nose down. And it's down there.
As shown on Pocket Radar, Ella's throwing around 60 miles per hour. In these wind conditions, Taylor's 10-mile-an-hour speed advantage will be hard to overcome, so Ella will need to hit the perfect distance line to go past the current best throw of 512 feet.
Come on now.
Come on. With power comes great responsibility. Those angles got to be proper to get that thing going. And Ella Hansen, don't think that she's going to be able to beat Taylor right here.
Folks,
I don't think
so.
I mean, she had a couple of good ones, but I don't think they were quite there.
Wow. I like how she went out swinging though. She committed to some distance line on every single one of them.
479.
479.
All right, let's go, Ellie.
All right, folks. Taking the launch pad, we have Ellie Midtlyng.
Crazy to think that the youngest competitor in the field is also the best competitor. I mean, what's that say about the future of women's distance competitions, you know?
It really is exciting. I remember at Worlds last year, we just heard it was a girl's 16th birthday and she outthrew Ella Hansen, and we didn't know what was going on. We didn't know what she looked like, left-handed, right-hand, sidearm, backhand, 360. We didn't know anything. And this ginger walks up and throws, and her first shot had so much force that there was literally a hush over the crowd. I mean, like, even this, which is like obviously too low.
She's got
Audible
that nose
snap
angle, though,
and just quick.
It's going to be interesting to see how she evolves as a power thrower.
For sure.
If she ends up going for that world record, if she breaks it one day, what she does in her 20s when she's really peaking athletically.
This, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with that.
Hot.
Nice shot. I'll tell you, that is such a good second throw, right? She's got 3 more. She's got 1 down there. I don't know if that's past Taylor, but it's in contention. So now I think she can really open up on these next 2.
Yeah, I think that's what she was doing. She's trying to throw a golf line to get herself in play. Now that she's got one down there, really let the big dog eat.
Exactly. Okay, this looks like the one that really went last time.
Yeah.
I want to see this high with the quickness on some Anheuser. Higher than the last one. Higher than the last one on some Anheuser.
Not a ton of Anheuser on it, but straight down the middle on a real golf shot line.
Thing. That was just such a normal shot.
Yeah.
Just a normal flex shot.
Right.
And like, there's not a lot of women throwing that far.
No.
There's not a lot of guys
It was
throwing
elite.
that far.
It was casual,
you know what I mean?
and elite at the same time.
And that's just that to me is the impressive part. Is like, her pour throws are over 400 feet. Okay.
She put the extra.
Come on.
That one. Stay high.
Stay up.
Stay high.
I like it.
Dropping out a little bit.
It had a little more in the tank for sure. I think 1 more.
She's got 1 more to make it happen. Safe to say, if she doesn't throw this one over 512, we got a new champ.
Yeah.
Taylor Chosek.
Is this it? Just the top 3?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Come on. Okay. Okay. Come on now.
This is gonna be close, man.
Okay.
This is gonna be close.
I love that
man.
final effort. I love that.
All right, folks, let's hear it for your USDGC Ladies Distance Champion.
Let's go, ladies. Wow.
Come on now.
Amazing throws from those 3 girls.
491. That means Taylor Chosek is your USDGC Ladies Champion.
21 feet.
Good work. Good work, Allie.
Hey. I guess we gotta get Taylor in here.
All right, folks, we're gonna get started with the guys directly.
Taylor Chosek, where does this rank on your competitive achievements?
Oh, I mean, this is up there. Since I started disc golf and started being able to throw far, this is the one I've been wanting to get. So.
Taylor, he threw
Amazing shot,
641.
512 feet to get over 5 bills is insane. And once again, you're so new at this, so your future is bright. What do you think you could do in the future? Is 600 feet out there?
Yeah, 600 eventually. I really haven't worked on my form much, so once I start getting that, I think that along with learning those distance lines adds quite a bit.
Well, you're already elite, and now you're a champion. Taylor Chosek, congratulations.
Thank you.
It's time for what we all have waited for, the Open Finals, and to see who will become the 2024 U.S. Distance Champion. Here's the order of appearance, starting with Luke Taylor.
Luke Taylor getting us started. That one's just gonna fade out a little bit early.
That's a good feeler though.
Yeah.
The wind is winding again in a good way. So
we just saw Ellie Midtlyng throw. We got another kid out here. I mean, this is what, a 19-year-old?
I believe so.
19 years old. He's had a coming out party this year on the Disc Golf Pro Tour. He showed everybody exactly what he can do. He's not only a power thrower, he's got the accuracy and a beautiful putt to go with it.
That's flippy. I didn't think that had a chance, and it doesn't, but it did flip more than I thought.
It got to turning a little bit.
He was telling me that he hasn't really learned the distance angles.
Okay.
Something he hasn't really practiced and put work into, which honestly, if you're trying to become a better disc golfer, there's no reason you should be working on this stuff.
Not really. All right, we got this crowd murmuring, let's go Luke's.
He's really got to get some, he's got to get over on one of these.
Yep.
You know, he's had 3 of them.
Yeah, missing the same way.
I mean, here
There
it
it
is.
is.
Here it is.
Oh, it's too much.
Oh, it's just too much, and that's okay. That's
Yeah.
okay. At least,
Somewhere in
at least
between
you,
them.
yeah, at least you gave it that. He's got one more.
We got Jasper
Yeah.
Till, who just took down the tech disc.
Dude, I didn't even know that was a thing. I threw 2 shots into it. I thought we were just getting loose.
You would have thrown a waist spin here.
No, I wouldn't have. How fast did you throw it?
81.1, I think, and then 15.90 or something.
There we go,
Oh.
Luke Taylor. The angle's right. Come on out. Come on out.
I don't think it's going to, but
For the best one for last.
that's not bad though. That's not a bad effort.
Not quite what he wanted, but he finally got one in the middle there. 578. Let's hear it for Luke Taylor. Next on the tee, from Scottsdale, Arizona, Anthony Barela. Good.
All right, what are we about to see? This is a golf shot, okay.
This is that stable guy. Oh my, that's cheating. That's cheating. You can't just do that. You can't, there shouldn't.
Where's that going,
No,
dude?
okay.
Where is that going, dude?
There should not be a disc that overstable.
That might be a sideways white card.
Just starts off simple, golf shot,
he's got the white card. He's in the sixes already.
6+. So I guess now we're just gonna see 4 straight 360s.
If it goes 7,
Yes,
just
that's
turn
exactly
it
what
sideways.
that's exactly what we'll see. I was giving him a hard time in practice. Or afterwards, just like, dude, just put one in play. You know what I mean?
Oh really?
He said he hadn't thrown 360s like since Worlds last year or something. So
Oh my gosh.
He wants to be on that stage on Sunday.
Yeah.
Only one guy threw 700
Yeah.
in the preliminaries, in the semifinals. So honestly, facts say less. I think 670 gets you there.
Okay.
Which is what, 30 feet further than you threw.
Here we go, 360.
Now
this
we're
is
coming.
this is a roller.
Put that angle
But
on
these
it.
nukes are different. They'll look like rollers and then they'll just come back and they'll be the
It's
farthest
true,
shot you've
man.
ever seen.
It's true, man.
His 360's looking a little out of practice. He says he's a little tired. I'm not
Sometimes
sure.
That's the best.
Oh, he's going twinkle toes, backhand.
Yeah.
No 360. That's cooked again. Just too low. Right
I think he's
there.
gonna roll to Columbia, South Carolina. All right, folks, make a little noise for AB. So we can get a win.
This is his last shot. I want to see just a really high 360 on a lot of Anheuser. He's been putting a lot of Anheuser on it right now. It's not a 360. I don't think it's gonna bend. Nope.
So stable, dude.
He just didn't quite get the nose down. He was almost hyzer flipped it.
Current leader, 6:58.
We got Anthony Barela, new leader in the clubhouse, 658 feet.
Oh my God.
Is it gonna hold?
No, no chance. That was like a tournament shot. I felt like I just wanted to put one in the middle and then just threw a bunch of rollers after that.
All right, folks, let's make a little noise for Silas Schultz. Gets a white card right away, folks.
So high. So high. So high.
Nice rips, Silas. He's got 3 white cards, folks. Let's hear it for Silas Schultz. $6.14. All right, folks. On the launch pad, we have Michael O'Brien.
I've never seen this guy throw. This is an incredible line he's throwing.
That one's acting like a boss.
Wow. Pumped up.
Wow, he's hyped.
Absolutely pumped up. Michael O'Brien.
Yeah.
For the car, we got a white card out there.
6+. Michael O'Brien. Could this be a dark horse champion right here?
A dark horse champion. Possible. Who do we have going after this?
Dude, we have
Jasper
Till.
These are the flippiest bosses I've ever seen in my life.
Wow, it looked like it went straight left out of the hand. Somehow rode the OB line.
Let's see what we got.
Make some noise for Michael O'Brien.
Good stuff.
Michael O'Brien.
Good stuff.
Looked like he smashed one out there.
6:07 for Michael O'Brien. All right, up next on the launch pad, we got Thomas Gilbert.
It's a great time. All right, Thomas Gilbert, the Canadian crusher. Does he have what it takes to
Absolutely, he
become the U.S.
does.
distance
Absolutely,
champ?
he does. It's all about just him making it happen here. He has the gas in the tank. Just got to put it in gear.
What is Thomas doing to make him such?
It's nice. It's just not stable enough. Thomas, he has the secret weapon of distance that.
What is that?
He has a 6'10" wingspan.
6'10" wingspan.
Yeah. So that in and of itself, with any sort of speed attached, will make your disc go far.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're gonna get that velocity.
On top of that, he has excellent form and timing, and has been throwing distance for a long time. So he understands what it takes to make him go far, and he has the tools.
Got the tool bag, got the experience, got the wingspan. Does he have what it takes? Throwing his third shot right here.
It's a little lower, and the hyzer flip is getting over.
Oh,
I like
that's
this
a
lot.
bomb, dude. That's a bomb, dude. Ooh!
And that shot, it didn't have much more than that. You know what I mean? He got almost all of that. I think a little more height could have gave him more, but I mean that's a pretty full flight there. That's what you like to see.
Yeah. Yep. Hyzer flip to turn. We noticed he's throwing a little less stable discs than most of our crowd. Getting that hyzer flip 200, 300 feet down the fairway.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm rethinking some things as I'm here figuring out what went on when I was throwing. I'm thinking. I also did have the thought while I was throwing of like, make sure you hit your lines right and don't give it everything. I gave it everything on the last two, I think, but
oh my,
this
holding,
it's not gonna do it. Dang it!
Wow. Wow, that just didn't come out.
No.
Crazy.
Me and Thomas were throwing distance together a couple years ago. And I was throwing kind of what I do is more like a high anhyzer, because that's more just the disc I have. And he's more of this low hyzer flip to turn.
Absolutely pummeling the Frisbee. That one ended up a little left, really didn't have the turn to get the max distance, but he's pummeling the Frisbees right now.
Yeah, I like the hyzer flip out here too.
That also went 6 bills.
Wow. And that wasn't even good.
Barely turned.
Yeah, it wasn't even a good bad,
barely
bad line.
Turned. Waiting for the drone to get back. Is this his final throw?
Drone's about to get clapped. Yeah.
Ooh.
Stay
Just a little too much turn. But man, Thomas Gilbert's got one out there.
All right, folks, make a little bit of noise for Thomas Gilbert.
Putting on a show for you guys today. That one is close, man. It's gonna be close.
6:22. Everybody's tight in there. 5:78 for Luke Taylor. 6:07 Michael O'Brien. 6:14 Silas Schultz. 6:22 Thomas Gilbert. And the leader at 6:58 is Anthony Barela. The door is open, Jasper. Let's hear it for Jasper Till, folks.
Jasper Till. Maybe not a household name until now. Throws the disc as far as everybody in the game.
You're ready, buddy.
He's ripping Halo Emperors, and just look at this reach back. Bow.
Wow.
Okay. Albert loves it.
Yeah, good start.
I just love that. I like the start. I just think that's like that's a nearly what he's looking for, and it came out with so much heat.
Oh my gosh.
Is this a Halo? It could be a Halo boss. I think he said bosses and emperors.
Yeah, I think this one is one of the bosses.
I like the bounce. Get to the spot.
77 miles an hour.
No way. I don't. It's not quite it, dude.
It's not gonna hold.
I love how there's all these drones in the air with the disc.
Yeah.
He needs to hit that a little lower.
That's 1 degree off.
Yeah.
77 miles an hour.
Yeah. Got the white card.
And that's over 600 feet. And that wasn't that, like we were saying with Thomas, is like a pretty full flight there. Just maybe a little. That wasn't even close to to everything.
Not even close.
And this might be a luster emperor.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh baby.
That's it, Jasper.
That's pretty close.
Is it really?
That's pretty close. He likes it too.
Is it
That's pretty close. That wasn't even everything, I don't think, but that was pretty close, bro.
Initially, Thomas thought he slipped right off the bat.
No straight card, but it's still a white card, folks.
Dang.
Oh, we got the OB.
No,
Oh, okay.
not quite 7 though.
Oh, okay.
Are we gonna
The
disrupt?
only player in the field to go over 7 in the preliminaries. He is super bouncy.
Okay, literally a cloud breaker. I don't care what it was, it's a cloud breaker.
Into the moon.
So high. Okay,
All right.
he has one last shot.
Last shot. Jasper Till making a name for himself today.
Come on. He's.
All right, folks, make a little
There's
bit
a
of
chance
noise.
he's got it with
Okay,
that.
make a lot of noise.
That one shot. But this is his chance to seal everything.
Yep.
And beat Anthony Barela 2 years in a row. Think about that. Oh my goodness.
Did he do it?
No, it's not
Too
coming
much,
back.
too much.
But for a second, he scared me, bro. I thought that was
All right.
actually the biggest shot I ever witnessed.
658 feet. All it takes to be the U.S. distance champion. Does Jasper Till have what it takes? It's going to be close.
All right, folks, we waited all that time.
Here we go.
For the winner, it's 670.
Wow. Jasper Till.
And your USDGC distance champion at 670, Jasper Till. Oh, hey, we got some trophies to hand out, some hardware.
Let's do that.
Taylor, Chosek, come get your trophy. USDGC ladies distance champion. And winning the men's USDGC distance championship, Jasper Till. Look at that smile on both of their faces.
After a long day of bombs, here are the final standings in the open and women's divisions. Please stay tuned after the credits for some bonus footage.
All right, guys, that does it for the U.S. distance competition here from Winthrop University. We're here with the winner of the MPO field, Jasper Till. Won the qualifier, won the tech disc, and then came into the finals and took that down too. That's the clean sweep. How's it feel?
Feels fantastic. Everybody knows me. I like to throw hard. And
Yeah, we got that.
Yeah, this was kind of the big deal for me. So hopefully next year I can go Preserve or Worlds or something, get some more.
So tell us what you were throwing and what kind of angles you feel like you were trying to hit after coming and practicing.
So I was throwing it, the first 2 were Halo Bosses, more on the stable side, just trying to keep those in play. They're more consistent. And then the last 3 were Luster Emperors. They bomb, they go so far. And I throw harder on Anheuser by a couple miles an hour. So the Bosses for sure I was trying to throw on Anheuser. And then here we had kind of a left to right tail, which let me throw the Emperors a little flatter than normal. Normally they have to get a little hyzer to get the full flight.
Because you're now popping on the scene, people know like this dude throws far. Tell us about what you've accomplished in disc golf already that we don't know about, what you do, where you're from, and what you're looking to do with disc golf in the future.
Yeah, so I'm 20. I've been playing disc golf, I don't know, 9-10 years now. I qualified for the distance showcase last year. Earlier this year, I won the college national championship with my school, UNC. And then I just won this distance championship. So pretty stoked on that.
No, dude, that's super awesome. And I think everyone is excited to see, man, you get a little touch in the game if you're throwing them like that and making putts, dude. Scary stuff.
Insane.
So, yeah.
Insane to think about where the disc golf world is headed. Thank you guys for being with us. This U.S. Disc Golf Championship distance competition for Jasper Till, for Taylor Chosek. I'm Luke Humphreys, Silas Schultz, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
Please stay tuned for bonus coverage. We would like to thank our sponsors, Innova Champion Discs, US Disc Golf, Pocket Radar, Furman Power Equipment, and Tech Disc. Thank you. For your watching enjoyment, we have some bonus coverage featuring the world champion Isaac Robinson versus his younger brother Ezra Robinson. We hope you enjoy.
All right, Isaac Robinson, current back-to-back world champion. What are you throwing today?
I got a D3 and then 4 D1s.
All right, we know you're one of the most accurate throwers in the world. What's it going to take to get into the finals for this distance comp?
Something I don't have. This is for me to come back next year and see if I can beat my own record.
There you go. All right, beating himself here. Isaac Robinson, good luck out there.
Thank you.
All right, folks, let's make a little noise for your back-to-back MPO World Champion, Isaac Robinson.
That's what we knew we were going to see out of Isaac. Golf shots straight down the middle. This man isn't known for throwing it the furthest, but wow, is he accurate. One of the best ever. Let's watch this radar though, because he does get some sneaky speed in there, about 70 miles an hour, sometimes a little more than that. See how he's feeling today. 68 miles an hour on the D1. Getting a really nice ride out of that thing. That's 5 bills plus for sure. Again, in the fairway. All right, and this is one of his favorite discs in his bag right here. We see him throw this everywhere. Flex out for him. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, definitely pushing that 500-foot marker, which if thrown accurately, guys, that's all you need for a world championship. If you can throw 500 feet super accurately every time, you'll contend. Putting it into the ceiling on that one. That's a D3. Just a little nose up. Probably getting similar distance, but on the golf line. Good shots from Isaac.
All right, folks, make a little noise for Isaac Robinson. 560 is Isaac's best mark today.
Ezra Robinson, how are we doing today, sir?
Feeling really well.
And what are you going to be throwing today?
We got 3 D1s, a D3, and a D2.
All right, and what are you shooting for?
To beat Isaac, so over 560, I think.
560, yeah.
Yeah, I'll be happy with that.
All day.
Yep.
Little bro taking it down. Ezra Robinson, this man is about to pop off. He's been so close to winning so many Pro Tour events this year. We're just waiting on that day when Ezra Robinson holds that trophy up.
All right, folks, on the launch pad, we got Ezra Robinson.
You're going to hand me the mic for it.
Oh, yeah. All right, joined by Mr. Tall Paul Oman right now.
How's everybody doing out there?
Dude, people are throwing bombs, if you didn't know. Discs are going far. They're becoming very small. Ezra's only goal today is to throw it past his brother. Isaac threw it 560, and I'm pretty sure he just beat him in one throw.
Yeah.
That's 550 plus right there. I think he may have just beat his brother.
I feel like these...
His #1 goal is to beat Isaac today, folks.
There we go.
Oh, it's not gonna hold, but that's a fun line.
Well, that's what he needs. He needs it on that left side.
That's a full pull for today right there.
That was a low line. I thought he was going to go with the golf shot, try and keep it in bounds.
That's what it felt like.
It appears as though the wind has changed.
Kind of has. It was tailwind left to right when you left. It's almost a little right to left now. Not ideal for these throwers.
Yeah.
This is it right here. Green D1. This is what we talked about, honestly. I had a conversation with Ezra. It was going to take this green D1 on the perfect angle. This is his golf shot. All we got to do is beat 560 to win the Robinson Brothers match right here.
All right, folks, let's hear it for Ezra Robinson.
It looked like it was the first one, if anything. You think it went far enough?
I saw the white sign. I mean 600.
Oh, really?
So it's at least 40 feet longer than that.
Oh my goodness. 5:58 for Ezra. 24 inches. Oh my goodness. He got you by 2, Ezra.
2 feet?
2.
Yeah! Isaac won.
Let's go.
Scratch
that.
5:58 for the younger bro, 5:60 for the older bro. Still holding it down.
Yeah.
Letting him know.
I still got it.
It's going to be dangerous for the week. He's going to be fired up.